In a certain country where the human rights were not respected, there lived a barrister who had determined to see that justice prevails. His name was Barrister Fortunate. Barrister Fortunate was a reputable man of his words, a tall and hairy dark man in his early 40s. Barrister Fortunate hated bribery and corruption, and so he never associated himself with his colleagues who were into bribery and corruption. All he wanted was to see that the truth prevails. So one day, something happened. A certain rich man named Joseph was building a factory close to another poor man's land named Leonard. Joseph, the rich man, wanted to buy Leonard's land, but Leonard was not willing to sell because that was the only land he had, and that was also where he lived. So Joseph told Leonard that since he doesn't want to sell, he would take the land by force. So Joseph sued Leonard to court, stating that he bought the land from Leonard, but Leonard has refused to vacate the premises. He forged fake documents that shows that Leonard sold the land to him. So Leonard, on receiving the letter from the law court, ran to Barrister Fortunate for help. Barrister Fortunate was touched by Leonard's story, so he made up his mind to get justice for Leonard. Joseph had bought 5 lawyers to defend him, but with only Barrister Fortunate on Leonard's side, the judgment went in favor of Leonard. What a mighty God we serve. Joseph was so furious and angry, but there was nothing he could do because the law has already recognized Leonard as the rightful owner of the land. 5 years later, Barrister Fortunate was having some financial challenges. There was no money to pay for his children's school fees, and his wife just put to bed. His colleagues were doing financially better than him because they were into bribery and corruption. They advised Barrister Fortunate to join them, but he refused because his purpose was to see that justice prevails. Leonard, who was then a billionaire, heard about Barrister Fortunate's predicament and went to see him. Barrister Fortunate was surprised to see that Leonard, who was a poor man, had suddenly become rich. Leonard narrated his success story to him. Leonard told him that gold was discovered in that land that Barrister Fortunate helped him to recover, and that was how he became a billionaire. Leonard told Barrister Fortunate that he had been looking for him to reward him for the good work he has done in his life, but he had not been able to see him. So Leonard gave Barrister Fortunate some money to sort out his family problems and also gave him the sum of 700 million to go into real estate because Barrister Fortunate had interest in real estate. Dear friends, integrity and uprightness with faith in Jesus will pay. Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. If you want to surrender your life to Jesus, check the description below.